Mum always used to say to me growing up, she goes, Brett, you should never judge people based on their appearance, right? But guys, if I'm going to be honest with you, like sometimes it's a little bit fun, you know what I mean? Like you guys are probably judging me right now. You're probably looking at me going, that guy has definitely represented himself before in court. And I have, 7 times, ladies and gentlemen, 7 times. I didn't do anything cool, by the way. I wasn't like in a mad street fight or anything like that. It was just parking tickets, so,
Please welcome Brett Blake.
Hey, guys. Hello, thanks for having me.
So hang on, Brett, is that true? Did you really represent yourself in court?
Yes, I represented myself in court 8 times, and I won all 8, so, and I failed TAFE. So cop that, Mr. Mitchell. Yes! I'm back, baby!
I must get asked this all the time, but have you always had the mullet?
No, I've only had it for 5 years, but I thought if it's good enough for MacGyver, it's good enough for me. But the original reason I got it, because my brother, I mean, we're from Perth, you're from Perth, we're a bit of bogans, and everyone gets married.
Cheers.
Well, not you. I mean, you've done well.
2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, we're pretty much twins. Anyway, but my brother, I said, if you ever get married in Bali, I am rocking up with a filthy mullet. That's my one rule. And he decided to get married in Bali, or Borneo, whatever, close enough. And,
You're looking at me.
so yeah, I rocked up with a mad mullet, white Oakleys, full stick.
Oh,
Strong look, Blake. When you went to the hairdresser, did you ask for the full-on, like, bogan mullet, or did you go for the sort of inner city mullet, I own a microbrewery kind of look?
Yeah, mate, I drink normal beer, mate. I don't like that microbrewery. Like, I like beer that tastes like beer, not something that tastes like a flower from my nan's front garden. You know what I mean?
I'm with you, man.
I hate that. I mean, I don't hate them, but like those people are like, oh, I'm a craft beer enthusiast. I'm a craft. Like, just own what you are. You're an alcoholic dork. You know what I mean? Just get on the 4X, smash some EMU export. We're all friends.
I agree. It's like if I wanted a loaf of bread, I'd get bread. I want a beer,
I want a
crisp.
beer. But also, I've been going to microbreweries lately with my girlfriend. It's really nice. So thank you.
Draw the line at Foster's, though. You don't drink Foster.
Oh, man, Foster's rules. You can't get it in Australia. It's really hard to get. What are you doing then? Are you denouncing your Australianism? What are you doing right now?
There's a reason you can't get it in Australia, because it's crap. We only sell it
it's
overseas.
good.
Oh, mate, it's
Hang on.
relabeled.
Good beer. I like it.
Hang on.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
It's relabeled as Crown Gold, so you've had it. Trust me. You got a tie on, you've had it. Yeah.
Your new Saturday show is called Go Hard or Go Home. I imagine that's a mantra you live by.
Yeah, I like to think so. Like, a lot of people are like, you know, hashtag waterfall, be the best version of yourself. But I reckon the best version of myself is like after 7 beers. You know what I mean? Like, I think, I mean, sometimes it goes wrong because I have been hit by a lot of cars. Like, I was in a car park recently. I was in a car park, right? And there's a lady in a white BMW, right? She just reversed straight into me, right? Knocked me down, got back up, you know. Took it like a champ, right? Yeah. But then she did the weirdest thing to me ever. She's like, she got out of the car and she's like, oh, the reversing sensors didn't go off. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Does that mean you saw me and just kept going? Or has BMW got like a new scanning system where they're like, nah, he earns under 40 grand, keep going?
You're good mates with Dilrook, who's currently camped out in the South African jungle, and I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Yeah.
He recently ran a half marathon.
He did.
What happened with you? Did you have a crack?
Well, a few beers deep once again, but he was $1,000 short of reaching his fundraising goal. So I was like, man, I'm going to jump on the social media. It was, you know, 11 p.m. at night. I had a few. I was like, you know, if Dill can do it, if we get an extra $1,000, I'm going to run it with him. And I didn't think it was going to happen or get over the line. It did. But then I forgot because I had a few and I kept drinking till 4 a.m. And then someone picked me up at 7 a.m. and was like, man, you've got to run a half marathon. And I like 3 hours sleep. I just went hell for leather, and I thought I made it to the 10K mark, but I was so delusional, like, hey man, you did the whole half marathon. Yeah, I made it.
Wow.
No training, 3 hours sleep, full of pizza and beer. And as a joke, I thought it'd be funny to have a cigarette beforehand. Bad idea. Well, it's not funny.
There seems to be a running theme of drinking in this sort of chat here with you, Brett.
All right, Dad.
Does drunk Brett ever catch up with sober Brett, and what happens then?
It's sometimes bad. Or sometimes I like to think drunk Brett's like generous and not cool things happen. You know, like I buy myself. You know when you get drunk online, you buy yourself a new pair of shoes. You're like, man, drunk Brett rules. But I've been getting into hiking with my partner, and I thought I ordered some ski pole, like hiking poles, and I got an order. So I went down to the post office, and I thought they were hiking poles. And I was like, man, this rules. And I opened them up in the post office, and I just bought a machete. Things escalated quite quickly. Like a guy with a mullet with a machete in a post office in South Yarra. It was crazy, and I was like, man, I decided to run home. Bad idea. It looked even worse.